Hey guys, welcome back to another, this time it's a Roblox Flight Simulator review. I have to record this video again because the last time my audio didn't pick up. So this is Novus Flight Simulator. It's a brand new flight simulator that released a few hours ago, probably about 10 hours ago. So first we're going to do our first impressions on it, just see how everything is and compare it to other flight simulators. The developers want me to say that this game is not complete yet and everything is bound to change, blah blah blah, I don't care. So yeah, the menu is quite nice, it's simplistic, as an update log here, the news. There's 3 buttons: settings, ATC, and takeoff. Settings, can't access it yet. ATC costs Robux to play as, but I don't know what it's actually like to be an ATC. I haven't seen anyone use it yet. And takeoff will take you to the plane selection screen. So there's only one plane to choose from, but of course there's going to be more in the future. It's the A320. And there's a liveries tab, confirm selection, and a customize tab. So the liveries for this plane, there's a lot of it. As you can see, it's very nice, but I'll just do Qantas Link. So the customizations tab will allow you to customize your plane. So if you look at the wingtip and I press this, there we go. It will change it from like a weird triangle thing to chocolates, which I find very cool, and I don't think it's in any other flight simulators. And then you can also change the engine. Let's see, CFM to IAE. I'll just use this and confirm selection. So when you're in this UI, you select the airport you use. There's name of the airport, the data, and just a description about it. You can change the airport by pressing this. There's only 2 in the game, but I'll just pick this one. I don't even know how to say the name. I'll spawn here, but you can drag the map around with your left mouse button to see where else you can spawn. Oops. So this is the game. The models are quite nice. There's no bad textures, nothing's glitching, which I like. The models are quite nice. And I'll show some of the animations. So first, to look at the controls, press C. They will pop up. Press C again, they disappear. First we'll start off with the flaps. There's takeoff and landing flaps, no degrees. This is takeoff flaps, probably about 1 plus F. Landing flaps, I don't even know what landing flaps are, I don't fly Airbus. Probably 30 degrees. And retracted. Next is the spoilers. They have an off, on, and on position. Right now it's off. This is on. Oh, I didn't even notice this. When you put the flaps down, the slats also move. That's quite a nice detail. I didn't really see that. When your spoilers that are armed, when you touch down, they will deploy. So yeah, we aren't really doing anything, so they go back and off. So you can also select each individual light by pressing the buttons. Oh, that's taxi light. I'll turn on nav and logo, and I'll start the engine by pressing E. So there is no pushback feature in the game, you just have to reverse thrust it. I'll go over the GUIs. So this is your radar. It shows you your heading, the heading of your plane. You can zoom in, zoom out. You can see Princess Juliana Airport here. This is your artificial horizon, I like this feature. Altitude, vertical speed, gear, flaps, and spoiler indicators. You have your aircraft, I don't know what you call it, like identification. On the left you have your speed, your throttle percentage, and your lights. So the pushback, you obviously have to reverse thrust. You do that by pressing R. And to control your plane, you press Q and you drag. To put on the brakes, you press B. You don't hold B in this game, you press it and then it applies and stays on. I don't really like this feature. I hope they add an option to disable it. So we will turn on our taxi lights and then I'll cut to taxiing to the runway after I put my flaps down. And see the animation again. Slats too. There we go. And I'll just cut to when we're on the runway. Hopefully my mic picks it up, or else I have to redo this video again. Okay, so we're now on the runway. I totally didn't have to taxi across grass at 70 knots, but anyways, I'll have to do this fast because it's night soon. So when you turn on the beacon, there's an option for it to be off, on, and flashing like it is now, which is pretty cool. And if you look ahead of me, just above the O1 on the runway, you can see a GUI that shows where our plane is currently going to head. It's straight. So I'll take off now. You can hear the sounds of the engine. Oh my Jesus. So you do accelerate quite fast in this game. It's a bit unrealistic, but it's fine. We'll take off at 140 knots. And we'll rotate. You can use your rudder, but they're less effective when you're lower speed, so we'll rotate now. There's no gear suspension in this game. That's fine. There we go, positive rate, gear up. And pitch up to about 15 degrees. So the clouds in this game are not the best, but they're not the worst. At least we have them. They're decent. Actually, I won't pitch up too much. So since we don't have enough time, you can't see shit, I'll put up the flaps now. First I'll go to landing and then they'll go to off, but just see what happens to the plane when I put them to landing flaps. It's landing flaps now and the plane is pitching up, which is a very realistic feature. I like it. And I put the flaps up, plane pitches back down. Level out now. Next up we'll test the spoilers. So right now they're off, obviously. And now I put them on, the plane pitches down and I have to correct for that using the mouse. If I take off the mouse and I retract the spoilers, the plane pitches up slightly. I don't know while they're turning. Yeah, that's that. Next, I will test out the rudder. I'll do a rudder to the left. The plane goes to the left, and not only does it just do that, it also rolls too, which is the secondary effect of the rudder. And it doesn't just continue turning, it actually snaps back when you release the rudder, which is also very realistic. And show you how the plane performs. So you can't pitch up too much or else your plane will be less responsive, which is also very realistic. You aren't turning as much because we are going faster. And yeah, it's just physics, I don't know how to explain it. Yeah. And I will be uploading a video on May 2nd where I fly a Cessna 152 in real life, so yeah, please watch that. Now cut to when we're on approach. Okay, now we are on final. It's a pretty bad approach. And you can see that the GUI is aligned with the runway, which means we're alright. It's like a decent enough approach. At least we're not going to end up in the water, hopefully. I'll put the spoilers to arm. They're a bit high actually. So yeah, the gears have no physics, they don't have suspension yet, but hopefully they'll add that in the future. Because right now it just looks like you're landing on a brick. And landing in this game is quite hard. It's harder than Flightline, harder than Project Flight, and PDFS. PDFS is dog shit, by the way, I'm sorry. But it just is. Anyways. Plane likes to bounce around sometimes. Here we go. Ouch. And then, as you can see, the spoilers deployed because we had it on arm, and we put the reverse thrust. I'll put the spoilers off and just brake. I'll show you the engine shutdown on the runway because I'm too lazy to taxi. So this is what the engine is when it shuts down. My computer is currently being louder than the plane. Anyways, that pretty much wraps up the Novus flight review. Final thoughts on it, it's a very good flight simulator. I do like the physics in the air, but on the ground, they're not the best. But this game has a lot of potential. I can see it overtaking major flight simulators such as Project Flight, PFS, and Flightline. So yeah, developers, keep up the good work. It's very good. Probably the best flight simulator on Roblox I've seen since Flightline. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please unsubscribe and don't like the video, please. Okay, bye.